wrote a blog about H&M's transparency index, which is like exactly what you just said. It's a bit crazy because that will come across to a lot of consumers as like greenwashing. So people will be like, oh, that's great, I can like shop at H&M more. Well, and actually they might be transparent, but it's not revealing their kind of injustices that might happen along the supply chain, like child labor, slavery. Like they could be transparent, but it doesn't mean they're putting any action into place to like tackle those injustices. So I think transparency is a very like vague term. It's obviously amazing to be as transparent as you can, and with a lot of brands I think it might be like tier one in the supply chain, so maybe they're immediate factories that they have contact with, but there are actually a lot of factories that are subcontracted along the supply chain, which don't kind of get accounted for at all, and they don't have audits, they don't check what's going on in that factory, what the living wage might be. So it's really hard. There are quite a few brands that do track the whole supply chains, and I think with sustainable brands nowadays, if you're building up from a sustainable point, it's easier to, track the whole supply chain from like the farm to like the factory. But I think with a lot of high street brands is they have to like backtrack quite a lot, which is really hard if they're working with like hundreds of factories. So I think that's definitely a challenge within the fashion industry.
So what would be your suggestion for us as a customers or as an individual? Like, how can we actually track that or be aware of if the brand is transparent? Or should we ask questions? What would you suggest?
Yeah, I think holding them accountable. There's been quite a lot of movement within Fashion Revolution Week of actually messaging brands, especially with like COVID-19. There's been a lot of kind of backlash with brands not paying for their orders that factories have potentially already made. So just like calling them out on social media has a huge impact. Like, you're the customer, so the brands are going to listen to you because they'll lose out if they lose you, basically. So I think just holding them accountable in that way. Just checking their website, seeing if they've got any information about their supply chain is one way you could check them out. See how much they're tracking, see how much they're not, and kind of see if they're doing one collection of sustainability or they're like doing it across the board. I think that's quite a common one for a lot of brands, but